Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Star Wars The Black Series review. And today we have one of my favorite characters, at least in sense of design and all of that, which is General Grievous. And I mean also because the very simple fact that he wields four lightsabers. I mean, what is cooler than that? I don't know. It's hard to beat. And I've had this figure like since it came out like 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I don't know. Do we have a date here in the box? 2018. So it's 3 years ago, kind of. And yeah, I recently got a second copy, and this is the one I've had for a long time, and this is the one I mean, the box is a bit more damaged, and also, but the figure inside I like it better. And yeah, since I'm opening it and it's the one I'll be playing with, making some photos at some point and all of that, it's the one I want to open. And yeah, so first let's read what they say here. General Grievous. General Grievous was a brilliant separatist military strategist and a feared Jedi hunter. So again, General Grievous was a brilliant separatist military strategist and a feared Jedi hunter, known for his ruthlessness and hacking cough. His body itself was a weapon, allowing him lightning-quick strikes and devastating blows, but he was also quick to run from a fight, a tactic that worked until one final meeting with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Spoiler alert. Yeah, and he's D1. I think that means he was the very first deluxe figure of the Black Series, which surely means he was before the Gamorrean Guard and Moloch, and I don't know who else is in this size of packaging. I mean, the heavy Mando and all of that. And yeah, the artwork there looking very nice. I really enjoyed this packaging, but I also like the new one. I mean, yeah, and you have always these things like Grievous. Well, almost his full name was there. You have as always, a lot of legal stuff and yeah, required logos there that indicate that this is not toxic and whatever. And then attention, don't eat this thing and all of that. So let's crack him open and see how good he actually is. I mean, one of the things I've heard 1,000 times, or well, not 1,000 times, but sometimes, is that he's supposed to be hard to stand. And yeah, I can imagine that, but I just haven't ever had this figure in hand until right now with you guys. So let's take him out of his prison. I mean, first of all, let's see how he looks without all that glare. And I mean, I think I don't need to tell you that this figure is one of the coolest. The Black Series. Oh god, am I doing something wrong? Is he kind of... there's this thing. Okay, we have to cut through a little elastic band here. There it is. Do we have more of that anywhere? There it is. Let's take him out of his, plastic prison. Now that one, then here, it's free there. The arms, oh god, I don't want to. There he is. And we have, one of the highlights of this character and this figure is that it comes with four lightsabers. It's always a very cool thing. Oh god. Anyway, let's start with the swords, or the sabers. Just bear with me, guys. I decided just to do this on the recording and not to make the cut for whatever reason. I just don't have a specific rule or something. I just do it. Come on. This gun is a pain in the butt to take out. Will that help? Yeah. So that's it for the packaging. And now we have here our General Grievous and the cape. I always thought, don't ask me why, I always thought this cape was like with Velcro, like, and you would take it off, but it seems like you have to actually just pull it up and it gets out of the way. Another thing, I'm one of the people who really enjoy soft goods, like textile, fabric capes and all of that, and skirts or robes and mantles, and the mixed materials, I really enjoy. Of course, sometimes they're really too big or too baggy and all of that, then it's not good, yeah, but I always am in favor of a good soft goods cape or all of that. So I see already this figure. Okay, that's a bit stiff, so I will have to heat it later or at some point. The figure looks amazing. He's quite tall. You know what? I will hit these parts which are a bit stiff, and then we'll continue with the review. See you in a moment. So there we have him, Grievous himself, with two of his lightsabers. The other two are down here, and here's the gun. And he's wearing his cape, and I actually could make him stand. I don't know if it's really that hard, or I don't know. It hasn't been the most hard, the most hard figure, the hardest figure to stand for me. It's just, I think it depends on each person's ability. And yeah, let's say for me, this is like a little masterpiece of a figure. In sense of aesthetics, at least. I really like how he looks. They really captured. Well, he's there, it looks like out of screen, kind of. He has his weathering all through his. Well, not all through, but in diverse parts of his body, he has the cracks. He could do with some extra weathering, yeah. But the knees, you can see it has some weathering on they have some weathering on them. The legs are clean. The lower legs. The upper legs, they have metallic, weathering. He has been through some battle, of course. Oh, sorry, that's my hand. He has a lot of cracks there that could profit from an extra wash or weathering or whatever, whichever method you like to apply. Let's take the cape off again and let's go through some articulation. Well, that was the pose I had him on, and yeah, but we are gonna go through his articulation, yeah. His head is on a ball joint here, ball peg or whatever it's called. Actually, it's like a dumbbell, like a double ball peg. Here there's a ball and on his head, of course, so he has quite some movement. It's all this, his whole body, it consists of very thin plastic parts. So yeah, this is one figure to go delicate with. I haven't opened any of my battle droids yet, so I guess it's similar with battle droids and like the IG units and all the figures which have thin arms and legs and kind of tubes all around and such. So you have to be careful with this guy, and if something doesn't want to move, just heat it with hot water or hot air, whatever you prefer, right? I mean, hot air is quicker for me because you just plug this thing in and heat it where you need it. I mean, I needed to go through several parts. Also, his neck parts there, the whole tubes are also in a ball joint, they are connected through a ball. So he has a lot of head movement. You can go, you have a lot of, I mean, he can't look all the way up, but quite some, and he can look all the way down. Yeah, he has a lot of neck movement, and he has the so-called attitude kind of. I just think this figure is great. The arms, of course, you can put them together through this peg in the hands. You have this little bar here that goes into that slot. The same for the upper arms. It has this peg and this slot in both set of arms. Then the shoulders each go into they have a ball hinge here, and ball that goes into the, let's say, the shoulder joint, which goes into the upper body with another ball. Is it a double ball or is just, let me see. Well, it's difficult to see, but that goes in through a ball peg, let's say, like that. It doesn't matter. I mean, I had to heat that, of course, because as you can see, the pegs are not thick at all. So just heat it before you move it if something is not moving or is a bit too tight, because you just don't want to break it. And this figure nowadays is not so cheap to come by. I managed to, I mean, this one I got it from Amazon when it came out for the original price, which was like 30 euro or something like that. Yeah, great deal, right? And the second one I got it for 45 on secondary market, but that's a good price nowadays. I mean, getting it for cheaper, it's, I don't know, it's possible, but it's gonna be hard. The upper body, the upper torso connects. It has the diaphragm joint is, I think, is like a ball. It's a bit stiff, even if I hit. I mean, it's not stiff, but I won't force it to go further. I just have to check what's going on there. And it seems, of course, it cannot go 360 because of this protruding spikes on the back. But look, as you can see, this side can go all the way in. It gets on the way on this side. I mean, that side is like, the thing is glued there, and this side is kind of, maybe I have to glue it myself, I don't know. But if I manage to budge that in, yeah, he can turn quite some. I'll have to check how to fix that myself, because maybe I'll need to. For now I'll just leave it there. That's your diaphragm and waist movement. This part is there's no waist articulation as far as I see. The legs, I mean, the hips are in a ball peg or ball joint, whatever you call it. I mean, this thing, like his skeleton, goes into this part, and it has that much amount of movement. Of course, he cannot open that much to the sides because of the way he's built, because of the mold, But I mean, you can have him kick forward quite a lot, and that's not all. I mean, even that much. Boom. I don't know how this kick would be called, but it's like an uppercut kick thing. Going back, he has a double jointed knee, so he has, he really can compress himself, collapse, or what would you call it? He can really like transform into a, well, I don't know with the arms, but you can, I mean, the legs have all the movement to the front and to the back, but not that much to the sides because of the way his hips are built. And then you have, I mean, I said double jointed knees. This is a bit loose here, but well, it doesn't matter. Then he has this, I don't know if we should call that ankle, or the ankle is this or that, because he's built like some sort of, yeah, I mean, exoskeleton of some sort of animal, you know, and like he's like spider-like kind of thing, insect-like, whatever you wanna say. I don't know what his body was inspired in, like a mantis or something like that. Well, this thing just hardened again, but he has hinges to the feet, and they are connected to this part through like a peg. So you can, it's not a ball peg, it's just a peg going in, and so you can turn it 360 degrees. And this one is kind of loose, and this one got stuck again. Anyway, the arms. So now let's go to get to pose him, like, I mean, you know, properly. Well, first of all, the gun. I have the feeling it's a bit too big for his claws, hands, whatever you call them. Let's see if it goes in, but I just, yeah, of course it has to go in. I mean, if it came with the figure, it's supposed to. I mean, I have it there, but then I should be able to put the front fingers, claws, whatever, into the trigger. There it is, kind of. Anyway, there's the gun, but we don't care that much about him holding the gun, right? Or if you do, well, I'm sorry. No, let me try a bit more. There you have it. I could fit it in this hand a bit better. So he can hold his gun and do his like evil walk thing. But yeah, he's more like a lightsaber guy because he's obsessed with killing the Jedi and collecting their sabers. I don't know the story how I have in my cellar, I have the 375 figure of Grievous before he was, I mean, in his official, like his previous alien form, before he was turned into this, well, before he was, I don't know, kind of killed and half killed and got his droid exoskeleton, you know. I have that figure downstairs, but I haven't opened, and I don't know if I will ever open it or it will stay just like in the, you know, like a collector or like a collection thing, you know, like I will never just card it. Sorry, I just messing around with my words here. Well, that's it. Look, he just stood there without any effort, and yeah, we went to articulation. This is going quite long. And I'm starting to talk nonsense, so let's just compare him with some other figures, just that you have the idea of how tall he actually is. There he is next to Captain Rex. Damn. Well, there it is. He's hard to stand, they said. As long as I don't breathe, he will stand there, yeah? Here we have also Commander Cody. There they are next to each other. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just experiencing what the people said, like he's hard to stand. So it seems he actually is. Maybe if I put the cape on, he will just stand straight because he was falling forward, yeah? We have his cape, and actually, I mean, I like his cape look. He looks more regal and commanding. It's just, yeah, the chin has to come out. Well, there he is. So those are two of the clones. Well, let's say the ones I think are the main clone captain and commander in the Clone Wars stories, at least as far as I am watching the show, because I didn't watch it back then when it came out. Here's next to Ahsoka Tano. I was very lucky to get this figure, which is, I think she's very elusive, or you have to pay a lot of, like thrice the price at least, or something like that, at least here in Europe. She's a Walmart exclusive, and I got her through Amazon for €33, which, I mean, she's a $19 figure, but €33 is much better than the prices in the aftermarket. And next to Kit Fisto, which is not the tallest Jedi. I mean, he has the Obi-Wan body, and compared to the Mace Windu body, which Mace Windu and Plo Koon share, he's a bit smaller. But anyway, so you have an idea how that he's taller, yeah? Maybe he should be even a bit taller. But yeah, that's what we got, and I really like the figure. So I won't go any longer. I definitely can recommend this figure. If you don't have it, and if you find a good deal, go for it. Just know that the figure is delicate. You have to be, treat it as a collector and not as a kid playing with his toys, And hope you are all doing great, and I'll see you in the next one. By the way, I would really appreciate if you enjoyed watching this video, just leave a like, and comment. Always be polite and respectful to each other, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see what more content I will upload. My English is not collaborating again. Anyway, stay safe and see you in the next one.